Yes, so a bounded lattice, so a usual DN lattice, if you consider any DN is bounded because it has the greatest element as well as the least element. Okay, so any number you can have, say D10. If I take D10, it will be 1, 2, 5 and 10. So it will be again 4 element set. 2 and 5 are not comparable, so it will be a rhombus shaped, right? So what is the greatest element here? And what is the least element here?
Least is 1.
Least is 1 and the greatest is 10. Okay? Because 1 is less equal to, 1 is less equal 5 and 1 is less equal 10. Therefore, 1 is the least element. And 1 is less equal 10, 2 is less equal 10, 5 is less equal 10. Therefore, 10 is the greatest element. Okay? So, all DNs are bounded lattices. Do you remember this? ये मैंने लास्ट टाइम बाउंडेड नहीं बोला होगा, बट ऑल ऑफ देम हैव द लीस्ट एलिमेंट एंड द ग्रेटेस्ट एलिमेंट. ओके, ऑल DN lattices are bounded. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ. अभी बाउंडेड कौन सा नहीं है एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं. नॉट बाउंडेड कौन सा है? नॉट बाउंडेड लैटिस. नाउ इफ आई टेक Z, Z is an infinite set, right? Okay, let us restrict ourselves to positive integers. Okay, Z plus 1, 2, 3, 4 onwards. I'm not taking 0 also. So Z plus is a lattice or not? Tell me. Is lattice under divides relation? लैटिस है ना ये? बताओ मुझे. Any two elements if you take 3 and any two elements if you take, do you get LUB and GLB? Yes or no? Girls, okay. Let me change the relation. I will make it simple, easier one. Under less equal, usual less equal. Okay. So any two elements if you pick 3, A is equal to 3 and B is equal to say 95. So 3 is less equal 95. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
And this is a partial order relation. If you choose a join of 3 and 95, meet and 3 and 95, you will get that 3 join 95 will be 95. 3 meet 95 will be 95 because 3, because in case of usual less equal relation हमने देखा था join मतलब bigger element and meet मतलब smaller element. ये हमने देखा था एग्जाम्पल्स में. ओके, एंड बट इज दिस अ बाउंडेड लैटिस? Is this a bounded lattice? Do you have the least element and the greatest element here? There is a least element 1, right? But this is an infinite set. There is no greatest element. Do you understand it? The Hayes diagram of this will be simply a chain, an infinite chain. तो ऐसी चेन आपकी कंटिन्यू होती रहेगी इनफाइनाइटली. तो इसमें लीस्ट एलिमेंट आपको मिल रहा है 1, 2, 3. ऐसा ही चेन होगा ना, ये कंटिन्यूअस चेन होगा ना एलिमेंट्स का, बिकॉज योर रिलेशन इज लेस इक्वल, यूजुअल लेस इक्वल. So you have least element, but you do not have the greatest element, because Z plus is not finite, it is infinite. So Z plus has the least element equal to 1, but no greatest element. So is this lattice bounded? ऐसा कोई एक एलिमेंट है क्या जो सबसे बड़ा है? ऐसा कोई है क्या Z प्लस में एलिमेंट?
No.
बिकॉज एज यू गो ऑन इंक्रीजिंग, मैं कहूंगी 100 बड़ा है पहले 99 नंबर से, लेकिन 100 से बड़ा 101 है ना मेरे पास। लेकिन एक ऐसा एलिमेंट मेरे पास है जो सबसे छोटा है मैग्नीट्यूड वाइज, that is 1. 1 is the smallest element among all the integers, because here I am considering usual less equal relation. So there is no greatest element, and therefore Z plus under usual less equal relation is not a bounded lattice. It is a lattice, but it is not a bounded lattice. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Okay. So we have seen bounded lattice and not bounded. तो जब कभी आपका सेट फाइनाइट होगा और वो लैटिस होगा, लीस्ट एलिमेंट ग्रेटेस्ट एलिमेंट होंगे, finite set which is a lattice which has the least and greatest element is a bounded lattice. Okay, I hope you understand this. Okay, so there is a theorem, we will just write the statement. If L is equal to A1, A2, AN is a finite lattice, then it is bounded. Okay, that means it has the least element and the greatest element. Okay. So we are not proving this theorem. So finite set है और वो lattice है तो वो bounded होता है. Now we will see second type. Second type of lattice is complemented lattice. We will see this and then we will stop. Okay. Complemented lattice देखते हैं. उससे पहले हमें एक definition लिखनी होगी complement of an element. Okay. First we will see what is complement of an element. In a bounded lattice. Okay, तो हमें हमें हमेशा बाउंडेड लैटिस लेना होगा कॉम्प्लीमेंट डिफाइन करने के लिए. So let L be a bounded lattice we denote the least element. See, bounded lattice means there is some least element, right? We denote the least element of L by 0. Okay, 0 से denote करेंगे henceforth. And the greatest element of L by 1. Okay, ये हमारा नोटेशन होगा आगे से. Now we will define complement of an element. Let A belongs to L. Okay, so एक एलिमेंट लेते हैं लैटिस का अभी इसका कॉम्प्लीमेंट क्या होता है? व्हाट इज द कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ दिस एलिमेंट ए? व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑफ ए? इफ देयर एग्जिस्ट an element a dash belongs to L such that a join a dash is equal to the maximal, the greatest element, that is 1, and a meet a dash is equal to 0. Then a dash is called complement of A. A dash is called complement of A. Do you understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
So henceforth, we will denote the least element of L by 0 and the greatest element of L by 1. That means we are talking about only two numbers 0 and 1, and that will give rise to our Boolean algebra. Okay? 0 and 1. Boolean algebra deals with binary numbers to 0 and 1. Okay, so see how we are progressing towards Boolean algebra. Now, for example, अभी पहले हम कॉम्प्लीमेंट देखते हैं जितना होता है, और 5 मिनट देन वी विल हैव अटेंडेंस. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, लेट अस कंसिडर D6. Okay, D6 divides, right, is a poset, right? And D6 join meet is a bounded lattice. Why it is a bounded lattice? What is the least element here?
1.
1. Because 1 divides every number, so 1 is the least element. Always remember this. Dn mein 1 is always the least element and n is always the greatest element. So it is bounded lattice. Greatest element of D6 is equal to 6. Okay, ये तो हमें मिल गया. So this is my 0 element. Okay, and this is 1. 0 of D6. लीस्ट एलिमेंट को हम 0 कहेंगे, 0 ऑफ D6, and this is 1 of D6. Okay, now I want to find out complement of every number. Complement of every number. So 1 का complement मुझे ढूंढना है अभी. What is the complement of 1? So I should find 1 meet. हमारा definition क्या है? What is our definition? A join A dash is 1 and A meet A dash is 0. What is one element of D6? हमें ऐसे elements ढूंढने हैं कि A join A dash should be 6 and A meet A dash should be 1 in D6. Okay? तो अभी पहले मेरा A लेती हूं मैं 1. Okay? 1 का कॉम्प्लीमेंट ढूंढना है मुझे. सो 1 के लिए ऐसा कौन सा एलिमेंट है D6 के लिए कि जिसके साथ उसका जॉइन 6 आ जाए और उसका मीट 1 आ जाए. जॉइन मतलब क्या है? डी में, D6 में जॉइन मतलब क्या होता है? मैंने कहा जॉइन मीन्स LCM, राइट? एंड मीट मीन्स
GCD.
GCD. This is LUB and this is GLB. Okay, so when you have divides relation, it is very easy to find. So 1 join what is equal to 6? 1 का किसके साथ LCM 6 आएगा?
6.
6. एंड 1 का किसके साथ मीट 1 आएगा, मतलब जीसीडी 1 आएगा. 2 के साथ आएगा ना, 3 के साथ भी आएगा,
3 के साथ भी आएगा.
लेकिन जो एलिमेंट यहाँ पे है वही एलिमेंट यहाँ पे होना चाहिए, तब जाके a dash will be treated as complement. If you have two different elements here and here, then that is not allowed. 1 का 6 के साथ मीट 1 है या नहीं बताओ.
Yes.
Yes.
यस यस, 1 और 6 का जीसीडी 1 आता है, राइट. देयरफॉर 1 का कॉम्प्लीमेंट 6 है और 6 का कॉम्प्लीमेंट 1 है. And always remember, in the bounded lattice, complement of least element is equal to greatest element, and complement of greatest element is equal to least element. Okay? You can write this as a note if you want. In a bounded lattice, complement of the least element is the greatest element. And conversely. And conversely का मतलब समझ में आता है सबको? Means the complement of the greatest element is the least element. Okay? I think we should stop here. We will continue in the next lecture with complements.